mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. As the dawn breaks in a new day,
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL. batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
And shine, everyone. Welcome to a thrilling weekend of youth basketball action as we kick off a sizzling Saturday with 9 action-packed games from the nation's premier youth basketball league. Today, our spotlight shines on the 14-under tournament in the South Division, where 2 of the division's top teams clash in a battle to solidify their positions at the summit of the standings as they gear up for the playoffs. We're excited to bring you the live coverage of these exciting matchups in the Apex Gaming 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. We are here in Montano Hall, Cavite City, as our first matchup features 2 teams from the South in Dasmariñas 14u AJ Hoops and the Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds. And a very, very pleasant morning to everyone. The name is Joe Pangilinan calling the action with Ken Pangilinan and our courtside reporter, Daphne Cristobal. But first, let's take a quick look on our team standings. As we can see, Dasmariñas sits at first place and Cavite City sits at second place, but Dasmariñas sits at first place because they were able to pull off a win against Cavite. Samantalang ito namang Muntinlupa at third place, 6-2 record, 3-2 record in their last 5 games. Ito namang Dasmariñas 5-0 in their last 5 games. So this will certainly be a matchup na gusto nating abangan. But meanwhile, dumako muna tayo sa last game nitong Dasmariñas, where they won over the Davao Red Cubs 95-71.
Yes, itong Dasmariñas in their last matchup against Davao. This is way back, September 3. This was last month. They shot really well from the field and plus 19 sila sa rebounding. Actually, this doesn't really tell the story of this game. Medyo nakadikit yung Davao in the first half, but Dasmariñas was able to pull away in the last 2 quarters to seal the win here.
And that will certainly prove that stats don't tell the whole story. But dumako naman tayo sa kabilang banda as Muntinlupa was able to pull off a win against the Quezon Junior Huskers 59-58.
Muntinlupa led by as much as 11 points in this game, but itong Quezon, lumamang sila ng 8 points early in the fourth quarter, but Muntinlupa was able to mount a comeback here, and as you can see, hindi masyadong naging maganda yung shooting ng magkabilang kupunan, but Muntinlupa shooting a little bit better from the field, and free throw shooting was a big story. Volume shooting ang pinakita dito ng Muntinlupa. They had 28 attempts, making 18 of them, and that proved to be a difference in this ball game.
And those are certainly the necessities that they will have to meet if they want to win this ball game. But meanwhile, let us turn over to our arena announcer.
Gentlemen, welcome to Montano Hall Gymnasium, Cavite City. Here we go for the first match of Apex Gaming 88, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season. It's time for your Dasmariñas 14u AJ Hoops 14 under and Muntinlupa JKLB Emeralds 14 under. Introducing first the starters of Muntinlupa JKLB Emeralds 14 under. His playing guard number 0, Vince Johan Abeliano. Also at guard number 6, Ryle Santino Guimarangan. Playing power forward number 8, Ethan Ryan Archaga. His forward number 14, Marcus Timothy Pascual. At center number 24, Luke Seyman Aquino. The head coach of Muntinlupa JKLB Emeralds 14 under, Coach Robert Bidamo. Assistant coaches, Eye Landrito, Romel Balacio, and Dean Carlos. And now, introducing the Cavite Pride Dasmariñas 14u Hoops 14 under. Playing forward number 2, Wayne Christian Wermer. Shooting guard number 5, CJ Castillejo. Playing point guard number 10, Alian Guanse. Also at guard number 13, Charles Andre Rebello. Center number 26, Peter John Bercasio. The head coach of Dasmariñas 14u AJ Hoops 14 under, Coach Alpi Guanse. Assistant coaches, Archie Bernardino, Rapi Rojas, and Juan Lucio. The game's official at this match, the crew chief, Nino Perez, Dong Ramos, and Jason Yap. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
CJ Castillejo will settle for that fadeaway jumper, but is no good. Very fast-paced early minutes we have here, but Guimarangan will slow it down and set up a play. Right wing, now to the middle, Avellano, back to Arciaga. A screen from Pascual, but Pascual will get the ball in the middle. Left wing, Guimarangan now inside. That is no good. Now on the run is Dasmariñas. Guanse inside to Ravelo, and that is the first bucket of this ball game.
Good setup chop there by Guanse, and Ravelo with a rim run, and now they're trying to employ a full court press here after a made basket.
Arciaga now to the middle. Guimarangan will take his time. Seems to be he's the premier ball handler of his team. Avellano now to Guimarangan in the left wing. Guimarangan will settle and will not make that one. Castillejo yanks up the board.
Both teams medyo suspect yung shot selection nila early in this ball game. So let's see if they could settle down as we wind down here the first quarter.
And after that out-of-bounds play, it'll be in the hands of Dasma City as it'll be Guanse inbounding the basketball. Score is 2-0.
Ito yung matchup na inaabangan natin, no? Castillejo against Gimarangan. Similar players in terms of pareho sila lefty guards that can create shots for their teammates and for themselves.
Gimarangan will certainly need to do more as Neil Garcia, the leading scorer of the whole league, is not in today's matchup. But meanwhile, here's Gimarangan. Castillejo picks his pocket. Castillejo, unselfish play, gives it to his teammate, Guanse.
Able to intercept that pass and smart play of just advancing the ball at naipasa niya agad kay Guanse.
Speaking of smart play, Werner also intercepts one and gets that one to go in. Ito naman si Avellano. Now Gimarangan in the middle. Gimarangan, series of crossovers, but gets blocked on his way to the cup.
Medyo predictable so far yung opensa nitong Muntinlupa. They're just letting ito si Gimarangan create. Wala tayong nakikita na ball screen up top, and especially na zone defense pinapakita itong Dasmariñas so far. They really have to move that ball side to side so that they could shift the defense and create scoring opportunities for themselves.
Indeed, if you keep yanking up three-pointers, you won't really impose any kind of threat on the floor. But meanwhile, it's in the hands of Dasmariñas. Here is Guanse, navigating the court, finding his teammates. Castillejo, right corner, three, that is good for Ravelo. And mukhang mapapapito ng timeout itong Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds as it's 9-0 in our first quarter, 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game.
And Ken, it was just in 2020 nang matutukan nga ni Coach Alfie Guanse ang kanyang anak na si Lee Guanse. Kasi nga more than half of his age, he was actually working abroad. So hindi niya talaga natutukan itong si Lee. Pero nabanggit niya nga sa akin that during the pandemic, nung umuwi siya, more than 3 times a day daw talaga sila nag-e-ensayo kung saan every morning, 6 a.m., magkakaroon sila ng routine na magja-jogging. Right after that, magkakaroon din sila ng ball drill. So, ganoon na lang yung connection ng father and son. Kaya tingnan natin ngayon kung paano magpa-perform itong si Lee Guanse sa larong ito. Pero pasalamat muna tayo sa Apex Gaming 88 for being the share fund dito sa Junior MPBL. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Parental supervision is advised. Back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Daphne. And yes, I do agree that preparation really is important in any aspect. Kahit dito sa panel, it's very important as Castillejo will score that one.
Imagine mo, 6 a.m., father and son jogging early in the morning. But yun yung mga small details na kailangan, you know, if you want to be a good basketball player, especially at a very young age, you have to build your habits. And of course, Ali Guanse, one of the leading scorers para sa kanila. And the good thing about him is he's actually the leading player in terms of assists. 3.6 assists per contest. So, kumbaga, yung games nila ni Castillejo really complementing well. And that's why they have an 8-1 record so far.
Yeah, people usually think na madali maging anak ng coach, but on that side, no, it's extra pressure and extra training ang kakaharap mo. But meanwhile, talking about that guy, it's Guanse once more.
Wow, Guanse, the spin and then just getting into the gut of the defense, flipping that one up and in. And now, it's a 13-0 start para dito sa Dasmariñas.
And again, itong si Gimarangan, he is on the court. Actually, the whole Muntinlupa squad is without their top scorer, not only of the team but of the league. So mukhang malaki yung kailangan nilang gawin in his absence. But Ravelo on the other side will score another fast break bucket.
Turnovers ang nagiging problema so far nitong Muntinlupa. In fact, last game, they had 25 of those. But Dasmariñas, this time around, they're making them pay for those miscues.
And let's take a quick look of what transpired in that last possession. Just great presence of mind from the young guard, or the young forward rather.
Yun kasi mahirap eh. It's one thing to turn the ball over. It's another thing to turn it over and then giving up points to the opponent. So ang mahirap kasi sa Muntinlupa so far, puro live turnovers yung pinapamigay nila. So it's leading to points on the other end. And alam mo, balikan natin, Cho, no? Yung implications ng game na ito. Dasmariñas, like I said, 8-1. Muntinlupa actually is in solo third at 6-2. Pinag-usapan natin ito sa team standings. And Dasmariñas obviously trying to gun for that #1 spot. But if Muntinlupa can manage to get a win here, they could get that #2 spot. They still have one more game to go after this one.
Yeah, but the good thing about both of these teams is I don't think sooner or later papasok sila sa play-in. So medyo bawas sakit sa ulo. But meantime, it's Werner again registering on that two-pointer. Pero kuha ni Castillejo, right corner three. Bang!
Wow! The steal and just stepping in on that three. That's just a rhythm shot galing dito kay Castillejo.
Gimarangan on the other side and will get fouled. Ang sakit nung huling sequence na yun for Muntinlupa. They got 2 free throws pero hindi nila naipasok. Let's take a quick look. Castillejo, quick fire. And I got to talk to this kid kanina, no? Sabi niya, hinaharap niya talaga yung tira niya from the 3-point area.
Actually, that's one thing that's probably missing so far in this game. Hindi masyadong nagiging maganda yung shooting niya from the outside. But if he finds a stroke from deep, look out if you're the opponent.
And here is Muntinlupa. Will try to register one, but will not get it that time. The big man being wrestled. But here's Castillejo ultimately with the ball. And here's Guanse. Back to Castillejo in the right wing three. No good. Ang kuha ng kanyang teammate, but that is no good as well. Now here's Muntinlupa. Will try to make something out of nothing. Racines now to the left corner. Here is Franzman. Loses the leather. Both teams wrestling for the ball, but Castillejo will end up with it. Now here's Ravelo. Ravelo no good. And what a sequence for both teams. But now it's Muntinlupa. And Castillejo will get the counter steal. And what chaos being unleashed. And after that, it will be a foul after that crazy sequence.
And this pressure defense by Dasmariñas is just forcing itong Muntinlupa not only into turnovers, pero kahit mapansin mo, nagmamadali sila every time they get the ball. Ang instant thinking nila ay talagang idiretso agad. And that's not gonna work against this very disciplined Dasmariñas side.
And now here's Guanse. What hustle being showcased by the young man. But here is Dasmariñas looking for offense as Castillejo will get fouled.
Smart play by Castillejo. Nakita niya that defense was lagging behind, as we could see here. Lupay, ito si Gimarangan. And as soon as he felt him and his hip, talaga tumigil and drew that foul, getting himself 2 free throws.
Castillejo scoring 19 points per game basically. So that's just really an unbelievable feat. Take note, itong Muntinlupa still scoreless in this quarter.
Exactly. Already 8 minutes gone by. And they have to find the way to break this pressure defense.
Now here's Dasmariñas. Great ball movement right there. Left corner three. No good. as the ball will end up with the same team.
That shot did not fall in, but kita mo, no? Yung solid screen ni Shadare freeing up his teammate for that wide open jumper, but just couldn't knock it down.
And again, it's in the hands of Dasmariñas as Castilleo will take a breather. Sobre Peña. Back to Sobre Peña. No good. And kuha nitong Muntinlupa. Now on the run. They're hoping for a bucket, but that is rejected right there. Racines will settle. Still no good for Muntinlupa, but they will get another chance at it. Gimarangan, ball fake. Gimarangan. And will get fouled.
See, those last two shots were high quality ones. So nakita nila si Gimarangan was leaking out. Just couldn't convert. And ito si Gimarangan is having a hard time against the length and activity so far nitong mga nakaputi, no? But kailangan nila tsagain eh. Because obviously, Dasmariñas is probably the more athletic team. But if you're Muntinlupa, you have to be more disciplined. You have to be more patient on your offense. Try not to rush your shots. And matagal pa naman ito. Early in the first quarter, although 21 na kailangan labulin.
And finally, from 21 ngayon to 19 na lang with less than 30 seconds remaining. But that is no good on that attempt. Muntinlupa will try another one, but that is erased from existence. Now here's Dasmariñas. Pero kuha ni Gimarangan, mukhang determinado na siya ngayon, but will get fouled once more.
Gimarangan still aggressive, and that's a good sign if you're Muntinlupa.
And it's Gimarangan on the line. He is a 22 points per game scorer, just like his teammate, which is not here, Neil Garcia. So if you're wondering, kaya ba nang dalhin yung load, you can certainly do it. It's a 19-point lead for Dasmariñas, 18 seconds remaining. That is not a good quarter to end for Muntinlupa, but they will register on that 2 free throws, making it just a 17-point lead. But it's a traveling violation on the other side with just 10 seconds remaining.
You said it wasn't a good start, but ito last 4 points courtesy of Muntinlupa. So if they could get something going here, they'll have momentum heading into the second quarter.
6 seconds remaining. No good on that attempt. Kuha ni Shadare. 2 seconds remaining. And he'll have no time. And as the buzzer sounds, that'll be the end of our first frame. It's 21-4, Dasmariñas, 17-point lead. But meanwhile, let's take a quick look on our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game by no other than Guanse. And it looks like those 6 a.m. trainings will really pay off. But you can see it's really paying off as they are in the lead. Again with 17 points. Muntinlupa looking to bounce back on the second quarter as we will return for more action.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Nagbabalik po tayo sa ating pangalawang kanto. Again, the score is 21-4, 17-point lead for Dasmariñas.
And a huge story in the first quarter. 10 turnovers agad laban dito sa Muntinlupa. And they just were having a hard time getting things going. They shot only 8% from the field. But ang maganda namang balita dito, no? They carried the momentum on that first on that late first quarter run, they scored the last 4 points, and now 6 unanswered to open things up here.
However, on the other side, it's a bucket and a foul for Werner as this power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the junior MPBL. So that is such a great silencer for the momentum that Muntinlupa has been giving Dasmariñas, but he's not able to convert. Now here is Muntinlupa on the run. No good on that attempt. So ito naman ng Dasmariñas nagmamadali. Ravelo loses the leather pero Werner will recover it. That extra pass leads to a turnover. Here's Franzman, forward pass. And that is a rejection right there. And they will run the floor immediately as Castillejo handles the leather and will lose it.
Grabe yung haba, no? Itong Dasmariñas, they already have 5 blocks in this ball game. Check that one. Timing it beautifully.
That is courtesy of Peter John Bercasio. Such a monster block. Meanwhile, it's Muntinlupa with the leather. And they are being really guarded by Dasmariñas, leading to that turnover.
Kita mo, nagmamadali ulit. Franzman, he could have just waited like a second before making his move, but nakita mo yung eagerness niya, no, to try to create something, and pinaupo mo na siya dito ng coaching staff ng Muntinlupa.
Great ball movement by the Don Pacundo AJ Hoopers. Guanza will kick it out. And it's a 3-second violation for Dasma.
For Muntinlupa, this is still a long way to go. Just a 17-point lead. We're only in the second quarter. Kaya nga lang, yun nga, kailangan i-minimize nila yung pamimigay nila ng bola dito. And they've got to try to get more quality looks. They only have 11% shooting from the field. And that's not gonna work.
And after that Castillejo attempt, it's a foul underneath the basket, as the ball will go with Muntinlupa.
Ravelo, as soon as they turn the ball over, he tried to get the ball back. Kaya lang, ayun, natawagan siya ng foul doon.
Dasmariñas implementing that defensive press. And we shall see if it's deemed effective, as Bombasi being pressured by 2 defenders. And the turnover is successful.
Alam mo, nandito ako sa harap ni Bombasi, no? And, you know, I can feel for him dahil as soon as yung dalawang defender put their arms out, parang halos wala na siyang makitang papasahan talaga doon. And that's why they were called for an 8-second backward violation.
Guanze attacking, will give it to Bercasio. After rejecting a shot, he converts on that 2-pointer.
Making good use of that pick there, Guanze, and as soon as he turned the corner, he was able to find Bercasio inside for that short stop.
And after that deflection, it's an inbound ball from Muntinlupa. Guimarangan receives it. Thought about that 3. Tough shot, but gets it to go.
I was about to say that wasn't a good shot. Galing dito kay Guimarangan. He could have put in 1 or 2 more dribbles, get closer to the rim, but you know, he's such a tough shot maker that he's able to get that shot in.
And speaking of getting closer to the rim, it is Werner on the other side attacking the basket, but will get fouled on his way.
Ganun ang nagagawa ng depensa so far nitong Dasmariñas. They're able to force itong Muntinlupa to pick up their dribble far away from the basket. So it's either magsisettle na lang sila sa outside shots or, yun nga, tough shots. And karamihan sa mga tira nila so far have been from the outside. They haven't done a good job penetrating and getting into the gut of the defense itong Dasmariñas.
And it's so far 8 points for the free throw shooter Werner, as Muntinlupa will gain possession. Score is 27-8. It's a 19-point lead once more with just less than 6 minutes remaining in our quarter. And another turnover for Muntinlupa. That will hurt you a lot. Now here is Guanse bringing down the basketball. Will call a play. Give it to Castillejo. Almost lost the leather inside. And that is good for Warner.
Simpleng-simple lang opensa nitong Dasmariñas eh. They're trying to locate those big men on that slots inside. And as soon as nakita nila may slight opening, bibigay nila agad.
And what a forward pass. Castillejo will not be able to put that one in, but will get fouled on his way to the cup. Let's take a quick look of what happened right there. Castillejo, good receive. He actually looked for the contact, but was not able to get the finish.
Kita mo agad, no? As soon as nakita niya si Arsiaga trying to challenge that shot. Got the body. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
First one is no good for Mr. Castillejo. Again, Mr. Castillejo is a 19 points per game scorer and apparently idolizes Kyrie Irving.
Eh, medyo may similarities naman kahit papano, no? But, you know, Castillejo, one of those guys that, like I said, can create his own shot. And alam mo, bihira kasi sa 14 under division yung ganyan eh, yung kaya mag-dribble, kaya tumira sa labas, and ayun, kaya ngang i-set up yung kanyang teammate.
Yes, and speaking of kayang itira sa labas, that is Ravelo on that triple. Meanwhile, sa kabilang banda, Muntinlupa is able to convert courtesy of Ivan Matangwihan. Here's Ravelo, scored a 3 last play but will not get it to go. But his teammate is right there to clean up his mess. That is number 26 of Dasmariñas, Peter John Bercasio.
Wala naka-box out doon kay Bercasio. So, if you're Muntinlupa, you have to double your efforts. You are down big, 24 points. Alam mo, the little things really matter eh. Yung boxing out, being patient on offense.
It's a 24-point lead for Dasmariñas currently with just less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
You know, it's my first time covering itong Muntinlupa. I think they're way better than this. Especially they have a 6-2 record. And you know, it's unfortunate na naging masama yung simula nila in this ball game. They went talagang 21-0 agad yung pinakawalan ng Dasmariñas. But like I said, it's still a long way to go. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left. If they're able to find a way or to solve itong pressure defense nitong Dasmariñas. Because Dasmariñas is really pressuring hard all the way in the backcourt. But minsan nakikita natin no, yung mga lead passes. And naitatawid naman nila eh. It's just that sometimes nagmamadali sila. They're unable to make something, kumbaga, make a, ayan, kagaya yan, good lead pass. Nakita mo may buwelo, kaya lang, when they get into the vicinity of their offense, hindi sila nakakonvert. Maybe it's fatigue setting in or, syempre, credit din sa depensa nitong Dasmariñas, no?
Here's Guimarangan, will try once more but is unsuccessful once more. But will get fouled and will get awarded with 2 free throws. Let's take a quick look. Guimarangan actually, I find him too flashy minsan eh, on some possessions. But this time, I want to credit Ravelo din no, for providing that very solid foul, not allowing Guimarangan to get an end one.
I think Guimarangan has to be more creative in terms of trying to get something against itong mahabang kamay itong Dasmariñas, no? So far, it's been all straight line drive. So maybe put in some hesitation dribbles, in and out, trying to get the defense off balance. So maghahanap ka ng mga anggulo na pwede mong puntaan.
And that is good as they register 2 points. courtesy of Arsiaga. Now here is Dasmariñas, Peter John Bercasio, too strong on that attempt. And ito naman ang Muntinlupa will try to continue their found momentum, pero nawala ni Racines ang bola. Gimarangan back to Racines. And that is way off. Kuha ni Guanse, being guarded by Gimarangan.
Good intention by those two, kaya lang masyadong pinilit doon ni Racines.
Castillejo will settle for the three. Way off. Kuha ni Arsiaga. And now, here is Racines. Looks like they will take their time once more as almost nothing has been working for them. Gimarangan finding his teammates, will set that screen up. That is for three. Way off once more. And still no good for Muntinlupa. But they will get the ball back. Gimarangan. Gimarangan will try to make something. Gives it to Arsiaga. Still no good. Kuha ni Patangwihan. Patangwihan tried to body his way inside pero gets rejected by Bercasio. Now here is Castillejo running the floor. Castillejo all the way.
Man, that in and out dribble, freezing his defender and able to get to the cup for two.
Gimarangan once again is being smothered by the defense of Dasmariñas.
Alam mo kanina, before that Castillejo bucket, they were able to get multiple stops. But here, you see that in and out eluding ito si Pasines. But prior to that, Muntinlupa actually was able to do a good job of getting multiple stops on defense. Kaya lang di talaga sila makakonvert. And karamihan talaga sa tira nila either pilit or masyado nilang china-challenge itong depensa nitong Dasmariñas. They have to move the ball from side to side and so far we haven't seen that yet, especially on the half court.
Luckily for Dasmariñas, Muntinlupa is only shooting 37% on the line. So, hindi masyadong bothersome kung papitirahan nila na papatirahin itong Muntinlupa. But ito namang Muntinlupa, no? We can see their coaches really not happy with what transpired in our ball game. Pero again, they don't have a 62 record for nothing. But mukhang papito itong Dasmariñas don't pakundo AJ Hoopers as they are up 36-15.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
I'm here with Assistant Coach Juan Altar ng Team Dasmariñas. Coach, so far, ang ganda po ng pinapakita ng team natin. Paano po natin to mas sustain yung gantong kind of energy as we enter later yung third quarter?
For us, masustain natin yung ganong energy through letting the kids know na kahit gaano kalaki yung lamang, focus pa rin sa game. Then, huwag tayo mapakumpiyansa. Lagi yung sinasabi sa team. Then, yun, go hard lang lagi sa laro.
Coach, meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Meron po. Gusto po namin pasalamatan sila Sir Katie Nantes Construction, Portnet Logistics and Bernardino Family, Bunalan Integrated School Care of Ma'am Lisa Tindido, Paliparan to Barangay Captain Ernesto Santiago, Paliparan to High School Principal Ma'am Maricris Pablo, Sir Henry Pantoliana, T-Family, AG Hoops Camp, Don Pacondo Sportswear, Tagaytay Pride. Sa supportive parents, nandito palagi, sa Altar Family, sa GF ko, sa Vega Family, Kitos Family, Guanse Family, Partosa Family, Topacio Family, sa Fierce Bond Services, kay Coach Rafael Fuertes and Brotherhood Basketball Family, at Rus Basketball and sa Wear One Family. Yan.
Thank you, Coach Juan, and good luck po sa team ninyo. And syempre, pasalamat din tayo sa Apex Gaming 88. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang inyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime and anywhere. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only, kaya keep it fun mga kaliga, game responsibly. Back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Daphne. And I like that answer from Coach Juan Lucio Altar, no? Na kahit malaking kalamangan, hindi dapat nagpapatinag because if you've been watching the Junior MPBL for a while, alam mong kahit ganyan kalaki yung kalamangan, hindi pa naman sure yan hanggang tumunog yung final buzzer.
Again, Muntinlupa just having a hard time executing against this pressure defense. That's their 16th turnover already.
Dasmariñas just on fire as we're nearing our dying seconds, but Gimarangan will say otherwise.
Gimarangan starting to get into the groove. But siya lang mag-isa eh. And on the other end, it's been multiple players contributing, and that time around, naka-convert dito.
And that power move is brought to you by no other than Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And that is such a graceful move.
Si Calvin Gonzalez, no? Nakapuntos doon. So, sayang, no? If you're Muntinlupa, you were able to cut the lead momentarily. But they just gave the momentum back to Dasmariñas.
Not to mention, they allowed an offensive rebound off that miss. But on the other side, it'll be Muntinlupa is number 7, Franzman, who will get fouled.
Penalty na ang Dasmariñas, so that's gonna be 2 shots for Franzman. So it's been all Rael Gimarangan so far. Is leading all scorers with 14. Kaya lang, sumunod na sa kanya dyan si Racines only with 4. Arsiaga with 2. And their teammates ni Gimarangan, they need to provide more help for him. Especially wala si Neil Garcia in this ball game.
And with just 16 seconds remaining, they will continue to run. Pero na-intercept nitong Muntinlupa. 10 seconds remaining. Racines will not wait for the clock to burn out and will score. 4 seconds remaining. Here is Dasmariñas. Almost, but not quite. And as that buzzer sounds, our second frame will come to an end. It's 44-24, a 20-point lead for Dasma City. But meanwhile, let us see our move of the game presented to us by Apex Gaming 88. And that is such a great, quick look and great presence of mind right there being showcased by Arsiaga. And that'll be it. Again for our first half, 20-point lead for Dasmariñas.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan.
And a couple of highlights being presented to us as Dasmariñas again is leading by 20. Of course, courtesy of Ravelo with 12 points, Werner with 10 points, Castillejo with 8. And Castillejo, of course, even with only 8 points, showcasing his athleticism, his shooting. Guanse naman, showcasing his stability as a point guard to be able to distribute the ball. Ito namang si Ravelo, his ability to be able to accept the passes underneath and, you know, just converting on that easy baskets inside.
Yung nakita natin, oh, they jumped out to a 21-0 start. While itong Muntinlupa in the first quarter, they were only able to convert one field goal attempt, no? 1 out of 12, 8%. Second quarter, medyo Muntinlupa starting to find their groove, but late in the first half, nanumbalik yung sigla itong Dasmariñas, and they were able to force turnovers and convert easy baskets.
Gimarangan, no good on that attempt. And ito na ang Dasmariñas.
And you know, Chok, big story. Muntinlupa, 16 turnovers, and Dasmariñas was able to convert them into 22 turnover points. So, yun yung nagiging tema, no? Every time mag-turnover itong Muntinlupa, mostly light turnovers itong Dasmariñas able to convert. But ito, that time around, Castillejo with his second free.
That is such a great point, no? Because iba yung turnover na magiging dead ball dun sa turnover na magiging fast break. And not to mention, itong Muntinlupa, they actually, Coach Robert actually told me ng focus nila is transition offense. Kaya it's quite ironic na yung kalaban nila yung gumagamit ng weapon na gusto nilang gamitin. Meanwhile, it'll be in the hands of Muntinlupa once more after that out-of-bounds play. Muntinlupa, no good. Aquino, and that is good off a lucky bounce. And that power move is brought to you by no other than Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of our junior MPBL.
And ito si Aquino just able to carve out space inside. And yan yung mga kailangan lang gawin, no? Those point-blank shots. Because, like ito, si Aquino, he has the size to contend against the length itong Dasmariñas. So, probably they, apart from Gimarangan, he's one guy that could provide points for them, especially in the interior.
Unfortunately for Muntinlupa, nothing in the Swiss knife is currently working for them, as free throw is not looking very good, and even in the three-point area. But speaking of free throws, they will get more chances on the line.
Yeah, that's the second time around after that baseline inbound. They find a flashing big inside. You know, it's a matter of making shots, especially from the free throw line. Lalo yun, naghahabol ka. 3 points, no time off the clock.
And one of the more ironic things I have discovered is Coach Robert told me na they focus on scouting talaga, no? However, itong Dasmariñas, they've been really dominating this ball game, and it's really not evident na na-scout sila. Or siguro, iniba nila yung game plan nila. So, yung kung ano mang na-scout sa kanila ay hindi nila or mahanapan nila ng butas. But meanwhile, there's Dasmariñas, but Gimarangan, great presence of mind, picks his defender's pocket and will score on the other end.
Saw that from a mile away, Gimarangan, as soon as they released that pass, went for the steal and got all the way to the cup.
And on the other side, it's the towering Peter Bercasio scoring underneath on that short stab. Now here's Gimarangan in and out on that attempt.
Nonetheless, good attempt just couldn't knock it down.
Now here's Muntinlupa. Once more, Racines. That is such a clean fake and a clean layup. On the other side, you have Bernardino. Drop pass. Gets smothered. Tries once more, but will not get it to go. And here is Muntinlupa, trailing by 18. Gimarangan too short on that attempt. Now here is Dasmariñas on the other side. Looks like they will take their time. Castillejo will say otherwise, no good. Now here's Muntinlupa. Attacking, no good. Very fast-paced gameplay we have here.
Labo before that ill-advised attempt by Racines, nakikita natin na medyo nagsisettle down na itong Muntinlupa. No? Every time they get the rebound, hindi na puro rat-rat. Bigay agad sa gwardiya. And then, setting things up. Ito, much like this one. Good play. Gimarangan able to set up Aquino inside for the deuce.
And more of those will be a necessity if they want to win our matchup, as Dasmariñas fumbles that possession.
This is the closest they've been so far, 16 points. Kanina mahigit 20 puntos yan. So if you're Muntinlupa, just set mini goals, especially here. Wala pa tayong 5 minutes ang nakalipas. If they could cut this lead to single digits before the end of the third quarter, that's going to be a good sign for them.
And I like that term, mini goals, because with a lead as huge as that, it's easy to lose morale. But if you're gonna set achievable mini goals for your team, then I'm sure you're more than capable to reach your goal.
Aquino, no? Immediate impact here in the third quarter, already with 4 points. Like I said, providing that inside presence for them that was really lacking in the first half.
And we can see Aquino was hit on the head. That will result to free throws for him. And again, they are really down by a lot, so shooting your free throws is the bare minimum if you really want to get back into the ball game, because obviously the three-pointer is not working for you. Only 1 out of 11 for Muntinlupa. So obviously the field goal percentage is not quite there yet. So you will really have to sink your free throws.
Ito, 15 na lang ito. This was as high as 24 points in the first half. And we still have 5 and 13 left in the third.
And Muntinlupa should also take note that itong Dasmariñas, they are now on the penalty. The next foul will give them free throws. So if you're Muntinlupa, you want to attack the basket as much as possible, because it will give you possible fouls and possible free throws, of course. But on that end, it's a turnover once more.
Again, solid job on defense.
Now here's Muntinlupa. Attacking the basket is Gimarangan. Gimarangan once more, blocked on 2 consecutive possessions. Castillejo on the other end will score 2.
Alam mo, sayang kasi medyo nasusolve na nila itong pressure defense ng Dasmariñas. But ang isa pang kailangan nilang isolve, as Gimarangan gets that one in, is the length inside nitong Dasmariñas. They already have, what, 8 blocks already in this ball game.
And here is Gimarangan. And no good from Pascual. Kuha ni Castillejo once more. Castillejo just doing everything for his team. I actually got to talk to him nga kanina. And he said na natural position niya is point guard and shooting guard, no? And he identified himself as a shoot-first player. So that is actually evident. But speaking of shoot-first, it's Ravelo on that right wing 3.
Ito namang Dasmariñas countering with that 5-0 blast. But, like I said, they have adjusted well against the pressure defense itong Dasmariñas.
And here is Dasmariñas looking for offense. Guanse will take their time, but will say otherwise as he will hit that from Rainbow Country.
That's already their 5th free of the game. Talking about on Dasmariñas.
Gimarangan will try to answer back, but that is no good. Couple of tries, but still no good for Monty. Here's Dasma on the other side. Guanse, no good in that alley-oop play. Now here is Muntinlupa. The Emeralds will try to score, but that is intercepted as Castelliel is all alone. And because of the unbelievable play of Dasmariñas, itong Emeralds would be forced to call a timeout as they are down by 21.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with
Coach Carlos Machado ng Team Muntinlupa. Coach, yung team natin medyo nagsistruggle earlier, no? Pero until now, mas tinatry natin kumuha ng momentum. So what do you think, Coach, yung nagpapasakit ng ulo sa team so far?
Yung mga shootings nila sa labas kasi hindi sila sumasablay. So kailangan lang namin i-contain yung 3 points nila. Yun.
Coach, hopefully sa larong ito, makikita na nila yung kanilang tunay na laro. Coach, meron po gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Pinapasalamatan ko lang yung management namin, sila Boss Jarwin, sila Madam Leila, Boss Gary, tsaka si Madam Heidi. Salamat sa patuloy na support at tsaka sa mga parents ng mga bata na lagi nakasuporta sa kanila.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck po sa team ninyo. Pero pasalamat din tayo sa Apex Gaming 88 for bringing the share fund dito sa Junior MPBL. Just a reminder that gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Kaya keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Parental supervision is advised. Back to you, Cho and Ken.
Maraming salamat, Daphne. Napakasimple ng sagot nito ni Coach Carlo. No? Sabi niya, kailangan lang i-continue shooting. And totoo naman because obvious ang disparity of shooting, no? 3-point shooting to be exact sa both teams.
Well, ito Dasmariñas shooting 6 out of 16, 37% from the 3-point line. So it's been a huge difference. But apart from that, it's no sayang, no, for Muntinlupa. Prior to that timeout, they haven't really turned the ball over here in the third quarter. Kaya lang yun, that last turnover led to another point by Dasmariñas.
Guanse, that was a beautiful drop pass. But that is a turnover once more by Gonzalez.
And actually, it's Dasmariñas now who's turning the ball over. Already have 6 here in this quarter alone. And if you're Muntinlupa, sayang because you were able to cut the lead down to 15, but now it's back to 21. But if they could mount a rally here, cut this back to 15, heading into the fourth, they should be in better shape.
Guanse smothered that time. Now here's Muntinlupa ending up with the basketball. They will try to make something, but Matangwihan is called for that jump.
Called for a traveling there. Probably wasn't sure what he wanted to do on that trip.
It's just a minute remaining in our third frame. Again, 21-point lead for Dasmariñas. And mukhang hindi pa magpapahingahin ng Dasmariñas itong sila Guanse. But meanwhile, it's Shadare now registering on that 2-pointer. Munti on the run. Aquino lost the ball, but Racines recovers it. And almost that lucky bounce, but no good. Now here's Dasma on the other end. Ravelo scores 2 on that fast break.
Parang tinamaan doon si Gekolea on that last trip. And again, Dasmariñas able to get onto the fast break.
Let's take a quick glance of what happened as Ravelo just really too quick, too strong. Na late yung respond ng depensa. So just really capitalized on the opportunity that he saw.
Si Ravelo ngayon ang nagse-step up, no? Because it's just Castillejo and Guanse averaging in double figures so far for Dasmariñas, but Ravelo now with 15 points and still in the third quarter.
Also commending ito si Guanse, no? 7 points, 7 assists. Not that noisy of a game, but if we're gonna look at the stat sheet, he is definitely filling that one up. 10 seconds remaining. Dasma looking for something that is erased from existence by Racines. 7.8 seconds remaining. Dasma will get fouled. And that is Ravelo. It's the first foul only nitong Dasmariñas. So I think Muntinlupa has failed to really capitalize on the penalty situation na meron itong Dasmariñas. Meanwhile, it'll be 5 seconds remaining as Guanse will receive it. 3 seconds. Guanse, wild shot. Airballs it. And as the buzzer sounds, that will be the end of our third frame. The score is 63-40. Dasmariñas up by 23. But meanwhile, let's take a quick look of our move of the game presented to us by Apex Gaming 88. An acrobatic finish right there by Racines. And they are certainly hoping that they find more daylight as they are really not enjoying this ball game. But again, it's a 23-point lead by Dasmariñas.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Liga ng bayan na to.
Nagbabalik po tayo sa pang-apat at panghuling kanto ng ating laro. Again, this is between Dasmariñas and Muntinlupa. 23-point lead for Dasma. That is good from Muntinlupa. And that may be the start of something. 21-point lead now.
They need more of those. But agad naman nag-counter itong Dasmariñas.
And Pascual, I believe, just new to this ball game, and I believe his first bucket as well answers that one.
Muntinlupa, every time they get the ball inside to Aquino, good things have happened. But it's been few and far between, especially late in the third quarter. They went away from that play. And nagsimula na naman umangat yung turnover count itong Muntinlupa.
What active hands being shown there by Marasigan, but was not able to make it. Meanwhile, here's Gumarangan. And if I've noticed one thing about Dasmariñas, no, they are certainly not a good fouling team, or is that a correct term? But so far, no, early 2 fouls for them. Nung huling quarter, umabot sila sa penalty. Muntinlupa just 1 foul in that quarter, in the third quarter. So for Muntinlupa, that's one of the things na pwede mo i-take advantage. But meanwhile, Marasigan again, the crafty hands of him leads to that fast break opportunity.
No, they're fouling a lot because it's a product of them being really aggressive on defense. But that time around, ito sa loob na naman, nakapuntos ang Muntinlupa.
And that power move is brought to you by no other than Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of our junior MPBL. The bang in the bucket by Reyes, just too big, too strong. And his defender was too late as well. The Reyes will fumble that free throw, but it's a lane violation, so he will have one more chance.
Lane violation yung tinawag. So, substitute free throw for Reyes.
Fumbles that attempt as well. Pero itong Dasmariñas still running, still playing like they're losing. But no good. Here is Munti. Gimarangan. And doesn't work for him that time. Mukhang hindi pumapasok yung kanyang mga penetration towards the basket this ball game.
But you like that he is still constantly attacking the rim, putting pressure on the defense. And he'll get to the line for 2 more free throws.
Yeah, cutting the slack for Gimarangan as ayun nga wala yung kanyang primary scorer no, na itong si Neil Garcia. And he's been playing relatively well naman with 19 points so far, a chance at 20. So again, even though very a silent game, no? Not a very noisy one, but still doing his job in terms of the coach's eyes. But meanwhile, here is Sobre Peña. Shadare. Now to Marasigan for 3. No good. And kuha once more nitong Dasma. Will kick it out to Marasigan. And good ball movement here. Pascual to his teammate right there. But no good for Gonzalez. And the ball will stay with the white shirts.
Join Ken, just an update dito kay King Gecolea from Team Muntinlupa JKLV Emeralds. Currently, na-play na nga siya ng ice pack pero no cuts, no blood. And as per the physical therapist of Cavite City na si Miss Carmel Del Rosario, he is still eligible to go back to the game. That's all for now. Back to you, Joanne Can.
Thank you very much, Daphne, for that report. But meanwhile, it's Gimarangan after mentioning that he's not successful. He has achieved a power move that is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of our junior MPBL.
Sinukat niya doon si Pascual, just going up strong and getting contact.
Gimarangan, that may be some hope for his team.
So there earlier on their screens, Gecolea got hit late in the 3rd quarter.
18-point lead now for Dasma. Ravelo, no good on that athletic move. Ito ang Dasma, nagmamadali. Gimarangan versus Marasigan. Gimarangan on the lane, but no good. Still no good for Dasma, pero Gimarangan makukuha ulit and he will convert.
Di pa rin tumitigil dito si Gimarangan and they've managed to cut the lead down to 16. Still a lot of time left. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And not to mention, penalty na itong Dasmariñas. So again, it's almost the same situation in the past quarters. Lalo nitong si Gimarangan, I think he is aware, no, na medyo naiilang na ang depensa nitong Dasmariñas considering they have fouls. But a little comfort on the side of Dasmariñas because they're up by a lot and they can certainly give a couple free throws naman. Meanwhile, here is Dasmariñas. Castillejo. Now inside to Gonzalez. Drop pass to Shadare, but he will lose the handle on that one.
Good intention there, but Shadare was just unable to control that pass from Gonzalez. Libre na siya sa ilalim eh.
And because of that, the towering Peter John Bracasio will come in this ball game. Gimarangan nagmamadali. Gimarangan no good. And ito na ang Dasmariñas. Castillejo Wanna move, but that is no good off the glass. Tuani Guanse once more. Guanse kicks it out. Left corner three, no good for Ravelo. And things escalating here very quickly, but Guanse will give it to Castillejo. Left corner three, or wing three rather.
Racines caught napping. Naabangan niya doon si Guanse. Napabaya niya si Castillejo on that left flank. And getting that three-pointer in once again.
And now it's Santiago on the inbound. It's now a 19-point lead once more after that three-pointer from Castillejo. And itong si Castillejo hindi talaga pinapahabol, di pinagbibigyan itong kalaban niya. Gimarangan tried to answer back but no good. Gimarangan thought about it. Gimarangan gets erased by Bercasio, but inside is Aquino. And a foul will be called on Peter John Bercasio.
Kanina pa naaabangan si Gimarangan sa drive na yun. But here you see Racines caught ball watching on that trip, freeing up Castillejo for that three-pointer.
That will certainly show the importance of off-ball defense. But meanwhile, let's take a quick look of what transpired as Bercasio fouled Aquino. And again, free throws for Munti, but they will fumble on that first attempt. Again, they're shooting 47%, 10 out of 21. So medyo umokay naman kahit papano, but still you're trailing by a lot and you will definitely need more of those. Aquino makes the second one, 1 out of 2 in that trip. Guanse. Now a run here by Dasmariñas, and will score another 2 points courtesy of Ravelo.
Nakakagaw na naman to Dasmariñas.
Werner inside, no good. Guanse just really active on the rebounding end, and I'm interested to see what kind of stats he will produce in our game today. But meanwhile, let's take a quick look. How do you play? That is Ravelo scoring. Another look. That was from Werner to Ravelo. Two big men just connecting.
Tapos nila din dribble yung bola doon, and they were able to get a high quality look inside.
And now here's Muntinlupa. Almost lost the handle. Franzman gets erased by Bercasio. Now here's Ravelo versus Racines. Ooh, and that is such a cold move from the young man.
Cold move dahil tinignan pa ni Ravelo ito si Racines after that bucket.
And so far, Ravelo with 19 points. 18 for Castillejo and 10 for Werner. Meanwhile, sa kabila, Gimarangan with 25. Arciaga versus Guanse. Loses the handle once more, and this is Castillejo's turn right now. And will finish that one in.
Man, another third over for Muntinlupa. That's already 25, and they gave up 32 turnover points. That has been a huge part of their success.
And a foul called on CJ Castillejo, or on Guanse rather.
Mentioned over the foul limit already. But itong Dasmariñas reopening a 24-point lead.
And more importantly, we are on the second half of our fourth quarter. So obviously, if they will remain in that kind of deficit in the next minutes, time will not be on their side, as they will fumble another free throw and will not get that one to go on that second attempt. But Ravelo all alone on the other side of the court and will get that lucky roll.
Huge outing for Ravelo already with 23 points.
Ravelo once more, and at this point, it's just really easy points for that young dude.
This guy entered the ball game only averaging 7.7 points, but now has 25.
Racines. And that will give them some kind of momentum, hopefully. But it's Ravelo once more. Looks like they are really trying to find Ravelo, but he will lose the handle right there. Ito na, Gimarangan. Still no good for the struggling guard this ball game.
Alam mo, siya ay bukod taking nagpo-provide ng puntos halos para dito sa Muntinlupa. 25 points, Racines with 10. But other guys have been really missing, and they really missed the services of Neil Garcia this ball game.
Marasigan, drop pass. And Bercasio and Werner was confused kung kanino ba talaga yung pasa na yun, resulting to a turnover. It's a 26-point lead. And if you're Muntinlupa, what do you need to do in your next ball games, no? Or actually, in the playoffs, no? Because obviously, yung ganitong klaseng laro, hindi naman yan papalag or di uubra yan come playoff time.
No, it's not looking good in this ball game. And, you know, they still have one more. And they could still snatch that third seed in the South Division standings, pending the matchup between later on, no? Cavite City and San Pedro. San Pedro is at 4th place right now with a 5-3 record. So if you're Muntinlupa heading into the last game, just shrug off this game dahil ganda na simula ng Dasmariñas, 21-0. They were able to force a lot of turnovers against them, and that's something that they really need to work on, is how they could handle itong pressure defense ng mga kalaban. And, you know, in the second quarter and in the third quarter, they had chances. They cut the lead down to 15, but every time they knock on that door, etong Dasmariñas, meron din sagot para sa kanila.
For Muntinlupa, again, wala si Garcia. And actually, last game, wala rin siya. So, I think, is it safe to say na itong Dasmariñas, or Muntinlupa rather, kailangan talaga nilang mag-adjust, no? Sa tuwing wala si Neil? Or kailangan nilang masanay, rather, the perfect term, masanay, nang wala si Neil Garcia?
Well, that's a huge adjustment because Neil Garcia, as we all know, has been a huge part of their offense, averaging 27 points. So that's one guy that could relieve the pressure off Ryle Guimarangan's shoulders. But like you said, it's gonna take a collective effort from them. And nakita natin si Aquino, especially early in the third quarter, had 6 points in that quarter. Kaya lang, hindi nagiging consistent yung production nila outside of Ryle Guimarangan. So, I'm sure the coaching staff will try to remedy that problem that they have so far. But, I think isang malaking kulang sa kanila has been the ball movement. Nakita natin, siguro produkto na rin ng depensa ng Dasmariñas. They've been pressuring all throughout the game. So, umagay half-court offense non-existent for them. But, nakikita rin naman natin, they've put up like a couple of slick outlet passes. They were able to get behind the defense. But, yun nga, more discipline. And that's something that they could work on heading into their next game.
And actually, yun yung pinaka-challenge sa kanila eh. Because they have a 62 record and more than half of their games, ayun nga, naglaro ang kanilang 27 points per game scorer. So, it's basically like starting from scratch na yung isang key piece mo is wala on the lineup. In the playoffs is a different story. Di naman natin alam kung maglalaro ulit or will he go back, no? Because, or baka may kasabay na commitments. It's really a different story. Pero one thing certain, yung ibang teams, I'm sure yung mga kumbaga mga key pieces niya na nawawala because of commitments ay pupunta talaga yan. So, if pupunta sila, I'm sure Neil Garcia will definitely have to. Meanwhile, it's just a minute, less than a minute remaining in our ball game. And mukhang itong Dasmariñas, they already have solidified stars. It looks like they're just trying to identify sino ba yung mga kaya pang gumawa. And obviously, it's Marasigan, who's been really quite a fan favorite. Nakita natin reactions ng ating crowd.
And for Dasmariñas, no, they'll finish the elimination round with a 9-1 record. So they will await the result of that Cavite City and San Pedro matchup later this evening. So if Cavite City wins, they will be tied up with Dasmariñas 9-1. But Cavite City was able to defeat Dasmariñas on their prior matchup. So it's Cavite City that's gonna end up at that #1 spot if ever tabla sila sa standings dito.
And that's one of the reasons din bakit every win counts, because you never know, may mga ganong klaseng technicalities at the end of the season. But still, pagkatigit sa standings, I think still a very, very good run for Dasmariñas. Ito namang Muntinlupa will lose this game. Pero again, still a very solid record for them. And still a very good outing for here in our ball game. And as the final buzzer sounds, that is the end of our ball game. The score is 84-59, but let's take a quick look in our move of the game presented to us by Apex Gaming 88. And it's a high in the sky play courtesy of Mr. Werner to Mr. Ravello. And that is one of the reasons why they certainly have won this ball game. Just a really all-around performance. Very solid distribution of the scoring load. Unlike in Muntinlupa, nakakonsentrate kay Gimarangan. But it's a 25-point win here for Dasmariñas. And for the Emeralds, again, they will get a loss here, but still a very solid place in the standings. And I think they still have one more, so they will definitely have to win that and to find the solutions in what they did wrong in today's ball game.
And you know, we had a lot of players. The usual, ito si Castillejo, 20 points, 7 steals. But I picked this guy as the best player of the ball game, and she is with Daphne Cristobal.
Charles Ravello, ang ating Apex Gaming 88 player of the game. 25 points para sa'yo at 9-1 standing para sa Team Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo, AJ Hoops. Charles, gusto ko lang tanungin, para sa naging performances nyo all throughout this months, ano ba yung naging sekreto para magkaroon kayo ng ganitong team standings?
Pinagandaan po talaga namin to. Nag-practice po kami na maigi. At inuna lang po talaga namin depensa para manalo.
Charles, meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Don Pacundo Sportswear, sa AJ Hoops, at sa family ko po na sumusuporta dyan. At sa mga taga-Bukal, shoutout po dyan at sa Gin Pomelo family.
Once again, congratulations, Charles, and to the rest of Team Dasmariñas. Back to you, Cho and Ken.
Thank you very much, Miss Cristobal, as again, it's our best player of the game, Mr. Ravelo. But just a quick reel of our highlights. You can see Gimarangan, again, one of the guys that really carried Muntinlupa. Unfortunately, it was not enough for this ball game. And on the other side, kung sa kabila, concentrated scoring, ito naman, halo-halo. Very, very solid distribution of the offensive output. And that will just prove to you that Dasmariñas is indeed a Swiss knife of a team to be reckoned with. But again, the final score is 84-59. As we will take a short break, but stay tuned for our next game that will feature our 16 under division squads.